Can one word eliminate your food obsession? What if I told you that one word could change the course of your weight loss journey forever? I know that's a bold, big statement, but hear me out. It's interesting how some of life's biggest challenges can be resolved with the simplest shifts. Back when I had my private training studios in Tampa, Florida, I had a client who happened to be the CEO of a Fortune 500 company. What shocked me most was how he would show up. Every single session, he arrived 10 minutes early. He jumped on the treadmill to warm up, and then he would hit the workout floor with more focus and intensity than anyone else. Zero complaints, just quiet discipline. It was kind of funny, actually. He was a naturally positive guy, so in between sets, even when he was hurting, I'd hear him whisper affirmations to himself. While staring in the mirror in the middle of an exercise, muscles burning, he'd say things like, "This is exactly what I came here for. Hard things are good for me. I'm getting stronger every day." And it was, honest with you, it was interesting to see how he would just get himself going. He trained with me for about 2 straight years and never missed the session. His work ethic was on another level. It was impeccable. The guy never called out. I also had the privilege of working with his wife and his teenage kids. What struck me most was their admiration for him. His teenagers described him as inspiring, a rare thing to hear from that age group, right? You usually hear teenagers, not speaking so well about their peers, right? But here they were really just enamored by their dad's leadership and how he would show up. In their eyes, he wasn't just their dad, he was a role model. People in the community also echo the same sentiment. I spoke to many people from that close community, and everyone would say, he's pretty amazing, he's pretty inspiring. I mean, the guy gets after it, he's up early, he goes to bed late. I mean, the guy was just really someone that everyone really admired. So naturally, I got curious. He was crushing it at work, he was doing so well in his career, he had a thriving family life, and people in every circle, in his circle of influence, looked up to him. I always believe that success leaves clues, and so I was really curious. So one early morning during one of his sessions, I finally asked, I said, everyone seems to talk so highly of you, and I'm just wondering what your secret is. And he was doing his exercises. I remember he was doing lateral raises, and he just kind of kept going. And I say, hey, I asked you a question. Everyone talks and speaks highly of you. What's your secret? It really seems like you're winning in every area of life. He kept going through his set and then glanced at me and said, it's one word. A word most people rarely use. At that point, he obviously had my attention. He paused and added, but before I tell you the word, let me tell you a story. He explained that a huge part of his success came from building a high tolerance for boredom. At first I was confused. I said, boredom? And then he explained, he said, most people are addicted to entertainment. So when they get bored, they change direction very quickly. New career, new relationship, new diet, new workout, new gym. They're always chasing the shiny object. But I've made a decision, he said, to commit to what works. I committed to efficiency a long time ago. I don't need the constant novelty. I need efficiency. And the word I repeat to myself, sometimes thousands of times a day, is this: I am satisfied. He said, at first, it feels repetitive. It gets a little boring after a while, but then I come back to it, and every time I repeat it, I tap into something deeper. He says, I tap into gratitude. This is what fuels my consistency. Then he looked at me dead in the eye and said, JT, the word that makes me successful is satisfaction. He went on to say that his satisfaction doesn't come from accomplishments or possessions. His true satisfaction comes from his relationship to his Creator, Jesus Christ. He said, I am fully satisfied in him. So if you're someone who struggles with food obsession, binge eating, emotional cravings, or those 25, 30 extra pounds which won't budge no matter which diet you try, please listen closely. The next time those cravings hit, I want you to repeat the same phrase. I am satisfied. Say it out loud. Whisper it as if you needed to hear it yourself over and over again. Say it until you actually feel it, because the truth is, most cravings aren't about hunger. They're about emptiness. And the moment you fill that space with satisfaction, food becomes nourishment and not entertainment. I know this might sound different, may sound a little silly, maybe even a little weird, but I challenge you, for the next 30 days, set reminders on your phone, and every time your phone goes off, repeat the phrase, I am satisfied. I am satisfied. I am satisfied. Do it 100 times if you need to. Let it get into your spirit. Let it crowd out the noise. Let it be the thing that fills the void you've been trying to fill with empty calories. If you enjoyed this message, make sure to click on this video where I break down exactly how to build a sustainable nutrition plan that works for the rest of your life. I hope this encouraged you. More importantly, I hope you take action. Until the next time, may the Lord bless you and keep you.